Hey everybody, welcome to my presentation for USAR 2024 conference, which is called the Data Pipeline to Analyze FODESAF's Cash Flow, Key Outputs in R Quarto. I'm going to cover basically 5 stages. What is FODESAF? How does the Social Security in Costa Rica work? The problem that we faced? How did we solve it? And what did we learn? What is FODESAF? Mainly FODESAF is a public institution part of the Social Security, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security in Costa Rica, which financial resources come from 60% from the employers and the 40% from government due to the national budget. And those contributions constitute a large financial fund to indeed finance a lot and a wide variety of social programs. How does the Social Security in Costa Rica work? Mainly employers, what we call patrons, and the employees, workers, they contribute with a percentage of their income to constitute a large financial fund from which Costa Rica's state take the economic resources to finance the Social Security Administration and so on, the medical attention of all the citizenship. And 5% of such financial fund is transferred to constitute as well FODESAF as a social investment fund in the fight against poverty in Costa Rica. The problem that we faced, 3 main needs. We needed to visualize and follow up a $13,000 million cash flow for FODESAF. We also needed to consolidate financial, budgetary, and programmatic data. And finally, we needed to design a informative data center, which was a public open consultation instance. How did we solve it? First, we designed a data pipeline for budgetary information, but there is more. Obviously, in second stage, we developed a data pipeline for the building of an informative data center, which is a multi-source data pipeline to build web-based information ecosystem for the SAF's whole dataset, not only budgetary information, but the SAF whole dataset. The structure of the data pipeline, we have inputs, which is raw data coming from internal and external departments. We have a data processing stage using R, SQL, and Power BI. And finally, we have outputs, final products, the data informative center, and the most important thing, Quarto HTML reports. Making a zoom into the inputs, we have 3 basically: financial and budgetary, programmatic data, and big data. The processing stage, in general terms, we used R to tidy and clean raw data, also to order and classify such data, and we used Power BI to generate data frames and visualization, and obviously making the proper ingest from R. 2 final products, the Data Informative Center and Quarto HTML reports. The first one is a wide variety of data frames and visualizations, and Quarto is a variety of HTML reports generated in R and used to share crucial information with FODESAF's authorities. Basically, as outputs, we have 4 data warehouses active, one specialized in budget, another one in evaluation data, also another one specialized in collections data, and finally we have one specialized in financial information from some trusts that have been funded by FODESAF and using the SAF's resources. In summary, we are taking into consideration that the Data Informative Center consolidates here a $13,000 million in revenue and expenses analyzed from a time range of 18 years, 18 social programs, and 0 cost for the state to build all this ecosystem. Now, I'm going to show you some images in order to show you how Quarto Pub works. But before, the checklist that you see on screen is absolutely crucial to develop R Quarto reports and to complete the task properly. You need to register credentials in Quarto Pub, make the ingest of the data in RStudio, build a heading, then in the terminal of RStudio, writing here the code that is shown on the screen, and then check in Quarto Publish webpage in your instance developer to see if the publication has been done properly. Now, after writing the code properly in RStudio and checking that all the information is verified, and in this case I added some plots in ggplot just to show you how QuartoPub works. If after writing the code and checking it, if you render using the render button, it only would publish the report in the local host. Now, if such command as shown on screen is typed in the terminal, Quarto Publish will publish the same information, but not only in a local host, but in QuartoPub webpage as in the partition of your credentials in QuartoPub. Now, making the proper publication and executing the code showed before, Quarto will make the publication showing the report not in the local host but in the web browser, showing a link under your credentials in QuartoPub webpage. Now, if you check the QuartoPub instance under your credentials, exactly the same report will show in the screen, and this link will be copied in order to share it with third parties via email or whatever tool you want to share the information. Now, the final part of the process, such a link should be shared with third parties in order to share the information, and the other people would only have to click into the link in order to show the information in their terminals. Now, what did we learn? We learned that R is a powerful tool to follow up cash flows, also is a fantastic tool to build data refineries, and also we concluded that Quarto is the absolutely new generation in reports exchange. Also, R allows developers to develop in-house projects. Now, also, R is a fantastic tool to connect within other instances, and HTML reports allow to share reports in web instances. Also, R allows, which is very important, to develop zero-cost projects, and is it builds huge opportunities to make innovation and impact through data informative centers in R. And also, Quarto is crucial to develop cloud-based works. Also, very important, the updates are very agile in state, and that is very important not to go on a lot of bureaucracy. Then the remote access is all days, and finally R allows to go further and faster. Final thoughts: the magic of Quarto is absolutely unmatched. R open size allows to expand borders and is a marvelous tool to generate aggregate value, especially inside public sector, in this case Costa Rica's government. Okay, in screen you can see my contact information. You can contact me in whatever way you want. You can go and navigate into Data Latam ecosystem, which is a fantastic webpage in which a lot of wonderful experiences from data scientists from Latin America are shown there. Some podcasts, some articles, very nice. You can go to FODESAF official website to navigate into the Data Informative Center that I mentioned in this presentation. And finally, you can go to my personal official website in order to download for free all the books related with data science that I have written and published recently. Thank you very much for your attention. Continue enjoying USAR 2024 conference. It was an absolute honor and pleasure. Bye-bye.